Hey Scorpio, welcome to your December 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be a reading from December 17th until the 23rd. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight in here. I do want to announce, if you haven't heard yet, that I am running a sale on my personal readings. All my personal readings are 20% off. If you're curious or interested in that, the link will be down below in the description. You did pull this Jupiter card. It says abundance, and I just looked at the bottom of the deck. You also pulled this thriving card here. So I see a lot of you Scorpios are trying to thrive at this time. You could be accumulating more abundance here, or finding an increase in positivity or growth and expansion here this week with Jupiter coming out. And if that's not something that's happening, right, I think that's something that you're wanting, obviously. And with this, you also pulled this action card here. So feels like a very action-oriented week here for you. You also pulled this, you are good enough here. If you have been doubting yourself or hesitating or debating or just being in an energy of indecision here, you are good enough here. I feel like Spirit's wanting you to be bold, be confident here in yourself. Jupiter being here, Jupiter is also a planet that you can say deals with luck, right? Good rewards. So I think things will go better than you expect here. And I think it's time for you to grow and expand here. So let's take a look. Let's pull your oracle card, or tarot cards here. Let's do one shuffle here, Scorpio. Yeah. All right, let's see here. You pulled the Empress here. You have the Tower here for the overall energy this week. Now, hold on. I don't feel like this Tower is necessarily bad. Let's take a look here. We'll see, though. I think this Tower, I pick up intuitively, this is already something that has happened. I don't think this is anything new here. What is the challenge for you? Let's see here. Last card here, Scorpio. All right. Yeah, this is a good reading. I don't really, with this Tower, I don't see in this read any indications, or what the surrounding cards here. I don't see this Tower being a bad Tower. In fact, with Jupiter being here and this action card here, I think it's time for you to go beyond what you have done before. And what I mean by that is you could be at a plateau in your life, or maybe you've kind of hit like the ceiling on something here. And I kind of see you having these deeper reflections about you knowing that you're not living up to your highest potential here, or you knowing that you're capable of more here, Scorpio. But there's kind of like this, with this Tower being here for the overall energy, there's kind of this energy of, I don't want to say it's hesitation, but it's needing to like break through, right? Like needing that breakthrough. I think you're ready for a breakthrough here. The Tower says not everything in life stays the same. Like sometimes it's time to like go beyond what you've done before, to break out of your self-imposed prison or tower, right? And to build a new one, or to add on to what it is that you already do. And that's symbolic, I think, here with the World card being here in the position of the good stuff that's happening for you this week. Because the World card is like, it's an ending of a chapter or a closing out of a cycle, or it's something that has run its course. But I don't get it's in a negative way. I get here with the World card. It's like the World card could be accomplishment. It's like it's time for you to go to strive for something else that's big, right? It's like putting a big, larger goal in front of you with this World card. Something that you could work toward. That's like a long-term goal here. I think that's something here that you're structuring for yourself with the World card. The reason why I say structure, because the World card's Saturn, and Saturn does deal with structure. So I think that you're structuring and giving yourself like a blueprint here to strive toward, or to start creating, to start building here. You have the Empress here in the position of the good stuff here. I like this. Some of you, the Empress could be like, I'm just picking up that this could be good news in regards to like your mother or something like that, or something in regards to your mom. That's what I get here. I know that's just a side note, but I think with this Empress here, it's right next to the Jupiter card. Both of these cards would signify like an increase in joy or pleasure, cooperation and relationship, prosperity and abundance here. You feeling like you're receiving like what it is that you want with this Empress. I think too, some of you could be having like an increase in your well-being. Maybe you're like working on your looks or whatever the case might be. So people could be more attracted to you this week. You have this Ten of Wands here in your current energy. Yeah, Ten of Wands is the burden and responsibility. Some of you here just have like a lot of work to do, and you're just kind of feeling like your responsibilities at this time are a little bit heavy or burdensome. I don't get it in a negative way. It could be, but it's more so that I always see the Ten of Wands as you take up the burdens of things, and you take up the responsibility of things, right? So like for instance, if you find a personal trainer, right, 3 times a week, it's like, well, you take up that responsibility, right? And you have to hold yourself to that. Or, you got new business goals, new career goals, new project goals, right? So you take up those responsibilities, right? That's what's required. And that's sort of the energy that I see you in at this time with the Ten of Wands. I'm also kind of getting here intuitively that you're wanting something to pay off. Like I almost get here, Scorpio, that you're hoping that the energy that you're giving to something will be worth it. And we'll clarify that and get more on that. You did pull the Nine of Cups here in your challenge, and then you also pulled the Knight of Cups here as the advice. Nine of Cups is fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, spiritual enjoyment. And I'm picking up intuitively as well, a lot of intuitive energy here. I'm picking up intuitively as well. Your challenge is you're trying to create your ideal world. Right? I don't want to be corny and say fantasy, like the fantasy world, right, that you want. But it's more so the ideal world that you're wanting. And it's interesting, your advice being the Knight of Cups, very simple. Like whatever it is that you're wanting to create, or the newer emotional experiences here that you want to have for yourself. The Knight of Cups says all you have to do is just allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and start moving in that direction of what your heart wants with the Knight of Cups. This is where this card comes in, you're good enough, because sometimes we can hold ourselves back and not allow ourselves to be emotionally vulnerable. What I mean by that is, like, let's just say, for instance, if you start a YouTube channel, right, and you're really good at whatever it is that you want to share on YouTube, but for some reason, you feel like you're not good enough, or you feel like people are going to judge you, or whatever the case might be, and so you never really allow yourself to be vulnerable, like on camera, or get on camera, or to express yourself, or to move in that direction. You get what I'm saying? So I get here with the Knight of Cups, it's like Spirit's like, no, Spirit's saying like whatever it is that you're desiring, Nine of Cups, and you're wishing for, hoping for, praying for, start moving in that direction here. You have the Hierophant here in the future position. I definitely do get here that with this Ten of Wands being in the reading here, and with Jupiter being here, I feel like you're really becoming a stronger authority here when it comes to the wisdom and knowledge that you have. I think some of you are an expert on something here, and I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to embody being an expert, or just to embody like your beliefs more, and to believe in yourself. You could be finding a mentor or a guide here, or someone here who's going to help further your endeavors, whether they could be giving you some type of resource here or resources here. It doesn't have to be money or material things. It can be that, but it could also just be like knowledge and information here that allow for you to be able to, to continue on with what you're trying to do here. So you could be learning, right? You could be taking a course. You could be, attending a webinar, seminar, whatever the case might be. Whatever the case might be, right, with this Hierophant. And also, too, you can be the guide here and the mentor here for others, teaching them, guiding them. Maybe it's a combination of both. But I do like this energy here with this hair fall. We'll clarify that. You pulled the Seven of Cups here in the outcome position. Yeah, you know, there's just, I think there's newer, the Seven of Cups is simply just desires, right? The power of the imagination that sparks desire. That's what this is, Seven of Cups, right? And so you have options and choices here in regards to what you would like to explore and create. And that's what I feel like you're opening yourself up to by the end of the week. Because really, I feel like what's being pointed out in your reading is, like, what do you want? Like, you know, like, what is that deep emotional thing that you want to have? And allowing yourself to move in that direction. I think that's what Taurus teaches Scorpio. Maybe some of you Scorpios can correct me, but I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. Like, Scorpio, there's the desire. Taurus is the actual material thing. So sometimes Scorpio can have these strong desires, right? But, you know, but if it's like trying to figure out a way how to get what they want, Taurus. So I think that's what I'm seeing here. You pulled the Six of Cups here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, I kind of see, especially with this You Are Good Enough card, it's right beside the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is an energy of comfort and security and love and compassion. And you can technically say, you know, because it could be, I think things will turn out better than you expect here. I think you could fear things, and the Six of Cups is one of those cards that says there's nothing to fear, right? So, you know, don't fall victim to fear. Let's clarify your reading. Clarify the Empress here in the position of the good stuff. You pull the Ace of Swords here. I think you're receiving something here that you've been wanting, but I also think a good thing that's happening here as well is that you're becoming more clear. There's more clarity and directness, or a better understanding of what your needs and values are and what you want to create. Also, you're getting newer ideas this week in regards to things that you could create. Clarify the Tower here for the overall energy. You pull the Tower again. So it's just double clarifying itself here. I think this is a breakthrough ultimately that's trying to happen, but there's there's a lot of static energy. It's like trying to fine tune things, right, and find that right, you know, frequency to manifest on. Because right now I kind of feel like things are staticky, and you're just kind of ready to shake up the energy here. Clarify the World card. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Wands, Six of Swords with the World card would be, what do you really want to dedicate yourself to? Ten of Wands, right? And taking on that responsibility, and, you know, what it is that you really believe in, right? And devoting yourself toward that with the Ten of Wands, right? And believing in yourself. And the World card would be the ultimate long-term accomplishment here. The Six of Swords would be moving in that direction. So I think in the position of the good stuff, you're getting clarity when it comes to your sense of direction, what it is that you want to create. And I think you're ready for change, and that's what the Tower archetype is doing in your life at this time, is trying to usher in change. And so I think the good thing happening here is that you're finding or creating here newer goals, or getting more clear about what your goals are, what you want in your world, the ideal world that you want to create. Clarify the Ten of Wands in your current energy. You have the Sun card here. I don't get this energy. I don't get this reading being a negative read. I think right now the Sun card, Ten of Wands, I think for the most part this is a positive read. I think you're in a positive energy here. I think you're in a happy energy, and I really see here this is really you in your you're becoming an authority here. What I mean, or you're just in an energy of authority, and I don't mean that like in a way of like cockiness or rudeness or anything. It's just like, no, it's like, you know what you want, you know what your beliefs are, and you're dedicating yourself to that life or that mission or whatever, or that purpose or that cause here. Clarify the 9 of Cups in your challenge. You pulled the 3 of Cups here. Clarify the 9 of Cups here. As the advice, you pulled the Hangman. Yeah, Hangman, 9 of Cups as advice would be, it's letting go of the ego, right? And just allowing yourself to just be vulnerable. I think that's what your advice is. And when it comes to moving in the directions here that you want to move in, because I think your challenge at this time is you're wanting to partake and participate in things and create and cooperate and establish things. But I think there's, I don't even want to say it's necessarily fear, but it could just be, a block in regards to that. And, the 9 of Cups, the Hangman, would just be being of service from a selfless place and from a loving place. Clarify the Hierophant here in the future position. You pulled the King of Swords here. Yeah, I think this King of Swords Hierophant is you. I think you're someone who's very wise, smart, intelligent here, and I think you're finally, I don't even want to say finally, you could already be doing this. I just see you here, King of Swords, the Hierophant, being like a teacher or a guide for other people, or really being strong and firm with your values, with your morals, with your ethics, your principles here. So I also see you being very focused, not being detracted or distracted by things. When I see these two cards together, the Hierophant and the King of Swords would be like someone who's a very strong authority on like a subject, right? Or like a certain field of experience. Clarify the 7 of Cups here in the outcome position. What is this? You have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, Queen of Swords, 7 of Cups being the outcome position. Ask for what you want, especially with this Empress and the Ace of Swords. I think whenever you ask for what you want, Scorpio, or you get clear on what you want, it's almost as if everything else kind of takes care of itself, or you actually receive what it is that you want, especially the Empress, because it's Venus, and Venus deals with receptivity. So I think here with this 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords being in the outcome, for one, I just see your mind. I kind of see that your mind is, things are becoming more clear and understandable for you when it comes to understanding how you can create what it is that you're desiring. As of before, I kind of feel like maybe your mind was just in the clouds of it, right? Just like kind of fantasizing, daydreaming about it. But now it's like things are starting to become more clear, and I think you're starting to become more, like you're starting to put things in motion here to actually create what it is that you want. Clarify the 6 of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles. This is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. This is very much this energy. You are good enough. The Queen of Pentacles can point to self-esteem, self-worth, and sometimes the Queen of Pentacles, depending on what the reading is, can symbolize where someone is judging themselves or comparing themselves to other people based off what they have compared to what you have. But 6 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles says that doesn't matter. Like you have what it takes. Like you're good enough here. Like you have the value, and you have value here. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Actually, I didn't pull. Yeah, you pulled this: believe in your power to manifest, breathe your creation into existence. Let's see here. You also pulled this IC card. It says root. Yeah, the IC in astrology can deal with the foundations of things. It also deals with the internal self. It deals with the roots of things. I feel like you could be feeling uprooted, or you're wanting to kind of uproot things. Because I feel like ultimately, it's like you take yourself, it's like a flower that has in a pot, right? And once the roots have, the roots can't grow anymore because it's filled out that pot. Well, you have to replant it in a bigger pot. And I think that's something that you're doing. That's like the metaphor here. You also pulled this: communication is key here. So I think, again, like communication is going to be something here that I just think, just be aware of your communication, but just communicating in general with like being clear with things. So, all right, Scorpio. So that's what I got for you. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. Scorpio, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and also hit the thumbs up button as well if you liked the video. Otherwise than that, I'm wishing you the best, and I will see you later.